Here's what autism can actually look like when it overlaps with ADHD and OCD, and why so many kids are misunderstood. Because autism doesn't always show up one way. I'm Stephanie, a coach to parents of young children navigating autism concerns, speech delays, sensory issues, and overall developmental differences. Please subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss my videos. When ADHD and OCD traits are part of the picture, it can look really confusing. In kids with autism plus ADHD or audhd, you might see constant movement and rigid routines, impulsivity and intense distress when plans change, big emotions that seem to come out of nowhere. And with OCD traits layered in, you might notice repetitive behaviors driven by anxiety, not comfort, strong distress when things don't feel just right, rituals that don't calm the body and instead increase stress. This is why behavior alone is misleading. What matters is the pattern underneath. Is the repetition calming or does it escalate distress? Is it about regulation? Is it about anxiety? Is it about control because the nervous system feels unsafe? So, two kids can repeat words, avoid things, or melt down and need very different support needs depending on what's driving it. If you're unsure whether autism could be part of this picture, head to the comments where I've pinned the link to my free Is This Autism or just a phase guide. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel.